Brian Ladd with the Ladd Group here with your 3-minute market update on what's happening in Central Oregon real estate. The latest data is sending some mixed signals, especially in the headlines, and we're here to clarify what's happening here on the ground so that you can be a wise buyer or seller in Central Oregon. Median sales price in Bend right now is $775,000. That's up only 2% over this month last year. And what it really shows is a continuation of the trend we've seen since the pandemic. For the last 3 years, housing prices have remained stable and flat. So Bend's housing hasn't surged, it hasn't crashed, it's held the line. Right now, we're at about 750 homes, which is up about 9% year over year. Some parts of 2025 have had even more inventory over last year, up 20–30%. But in a historical perspective, we're right about where we've been in the 10-year average. We have about the same amount of inventory that we had 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, up until the pandemic. So inventory is normalizing, it's not flooding the market. Over the last 9 months, mortgage rates have drifted downward in the favor of the buyers. This downward drift in mortgage rates and stable pricing for 3 years has allowed the buyers to have a little bit more affordability. We haven't had this sort of move in the buyer's direction in many years. Nationwide, it's decreased mortgage payments about $300 a month. In Bend at higher price points, even more so. So this is allowing buyers to have a little bit more breathing room, more options, and more negotiating power. Let's talk about seller motivation is shifting. So more homeowners are choosing to move despite having to give up their low interest rate loans. As life has moved on, their needs have forced them to finally sell. As the interest rate difference between what they're selling and what they're replacing with has gotten closer, we're seeing a lot more sellers break that interest rate lock and bring their houses to the market. Another forecast and trend that we need to talk about is pricing. Nationwide, all the experts are talking about pretty flat appreciation for the year to come, with most of them showing positive appreciation between 0 and 4%. So this aligns with what we're seeing here in Bend. It's consistent demand, and it speaks to the long-term resilience of Bend's housing market. Another consistent year ahead of us is forecasted as we go into 2026. So the takeaways for our buyers is you have more leverage, there's some improved affordability, there's less pressure, you have more time to make a choice, and there's space to make a good, thoughtful, long-term decision. For our sellers, pricing accuracy matters. There are motivated buyers still out there in the market, but this market is punishing homes that are mispresented. If you have any questions about how this market is affecting you, we would love to connect.